Good evening, everybody. My name is David Erebo. I represent TNN. Everybody here, in one way or the other, supported the Feed a Child campaign, which was a success in Lagos.
Hi, Happy New Year, everyone. Like David said, yeah, it was quite emotional seeing those scenes and putting smiles on the faces of those children. And Christmas obviously is it's a special time for most families, and having to make them feel so much joyful through all your contributions, it is a great testament. We're all in this together. Like I said in my testimony, it's all about giving back and letting people who are not so privileged like we are have a little bit of fun in their lives, and and just make them grow as people. But as you said, David, I think obviously there is a lot more to be done. I know that video was shot in Lagos. I know charity begins at home, but it doesn't end there. Obviously, there are other communities within Nigeria that obviously we'd like to reach out to, but we've got to start somewhere. But as you said, I think for me, other areas that I would like to see are us delve into are things like education and health. Really, I know that there are very big challenges, but these are our leaders of tomorrow. Obviously, we want them to have the right mindset. The right education, the right mindset, the right way of thinking of things, so that we can have a better Nigeria to what we have today. So I think for me, education and health will be very critical areas that I'd like to see us put our efforts towards, and helping children from all walks of life really back in Nigeria.
I've been watching all this while. I'm so impressed, and I must say it's a very laudable approach and venture you guys have actually started here, though. And I'm hoping as time progresses, we can actually rally more people and actually make an impact on the life of these children, though. Because as it is right now, though, we have the power to bring about a complete change on how these children are actually going to grow up and develop in time to come, though. So I must say I'm very impressed, and I wish to thank everybody that's involved in this whole project. And I'm going to henceforth pledge my support as time progresses. And let's hope that we can build this all together.
I think it's very important that those of us that have the wherewithal, we should think about how we can, what we can contribute. I strongly believe that everybody has something to contribute. So I will do my part. I know David a very long time ago. I have no doubts about his sincerity, his resolve. And I think we can accomplish some very interesting things, but we need more people to be involved.
It's a very good project, what you're doing, but again, we have to try and make it bigger, and we have to make a continuous impact, because what the children are going to do is enjoy for one day, enjoy the Christmas, and we want to put smiles, and I think it's something that you should carry on with. But we have to look at what can we do for these children for the future, because they will come and eat and they're going to end up back where they've come from. And we need to move on. I know you're doing lots of things. And one of the things I will suggest, I mean, I'm a doctor, but I'll be looking at education. Education and health, they will go hand in hand. But education is very, very important. And if there's a way, even if you impact something on the lives of maybe 5 or 10, 20, a small number, it is still something. Because if we keep feeding them, it is good. They will eat for one day and go away. But if we can do something in terms of scholarships or something, look, I don't know how you do it because it's very difficult. So that's my, I'm sure some people might say, oh, this guy is crazy, but anyway, but I think that's what we should be looking at now. But carry on with what you're doing. And well done to all those who have contributed, and I've been taking, unfortunately, because of my time, it's so difficult with Corona. Being a doctor is just impossible, but I can give advice, but to be actively involved is a challenge for me. I know David has tried to get me to be really, really actively involved, but at this point in time, it's a struggle, but at least David and we have conversations from time to time. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm really grateful that you were able to attend. I know how your schedule is quite tight. I absolutely agree with everything you're saying. It's always the motto is the more the merrier. If each of us bring 10 people, if we bring 12 people into the gathering, um, we can touch more lives and expand. Education and health are very important parts of lives that we should touch. I'll go on to Deola, Mr. Adejigbe. You're another very busy man. If you'd just like to give us a few pointers as well. You obviously contributed to. That's why you're here. Just let us know what your thoughts are. If you're there, thank you.
Can you see me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
For me, this is the kind of project we should all be part of, and we should all encourage our friends and family to participate in. Just to go straight to the point, I agree with all the speakers before me about. For me, this is the kind of project we should all be part of, and we should all encourage our friends and family to participate in. Just to go straight to the point, I agree with all the speakers before me about what next.
You guys, man, you guys have done a great job. There's no question about it. And that video you showed earlier on is mind-blowing. I think, you know, what everybody has said moving forward is, I think, the right thing to do. And I wholeheartedly would love to be a partner with this whole project. And but we should, you know, expand, increase, get more people on board, because it takes a community to raise a child. You know, they say that, and what we are doing I know it's only humane that we do stuff like this because these kids are the future. If we give them a platform for them to, stand on, I'm sure the future is bright for each and every one of them. Please do not hesitate to let me know what the next course of action is.
The people on ground in Nigeria, obviously, they are the ones that will be the ones that will physically do what needs to be done. We can come up with some ideas. Some of the ideas, obviously, will be education. I think education is key. In this situation, we're not going to try to reinvent the wheel. We have people who are on ground. If they tell us what they need, if there are small things like date, I'm not even trying to talk about the latest educational things, but if there are basic things that they need that we can maybe download or send to them to give them an idea of what is going on. I think if you unchain people's minds, let them think in new ways, different ways, it will help to elevate them, elevate their families, and elevate their environment. So just small steps at a time. This thing about feeding them is so important. If you're hungry, you can't study. Yeah, so if you're able to help people with just those basic things like meals, even if it's like, when you come to school, you're sure of a meal. If that's something that we can just start with, and then if that is something that can succeed, maybe it will encourage the neighborhood to do similar things, and then that way just keep on changing small communities one at a time. But I think we can start with meals and then move to, just inspiring people just from our life stories. I think people can really get inspired.
There's much to do, there's much to talk about, but there's one thing that we are all in agreement with today, that we need to do more, that we're willing to do more, and we just need to be better organized, better coordinated, to push whatever projects we are doing forward. Like Dr. Emovon said, if everybody brings another 10, suddenly we're 12 here, we're 12 here at the moment. Suddenly we're 120 people. We've got our lawyer here. We've got our film production crew here. We've got our journalists here. We've got our doctors here. There's no way that we can't create something wonderful for motherland.